very excited to premiere our brand new music video for our brand new song, Worthy, done by a couple of artists that you're actually going to see perform here later today. We thank you and we hope that you enjoy the event. St. Louis Story Stitches Artist Collective was founded in 2013, and it's a non-profit artist organization made up of mainly BIPOC individuals in between the ages of 16 and 24 that work to combat gun violence and create social change. We have 12 youth in between the ages of 16 and 24 helping us out on our Perception Isn't Always reality project, which we're using to boost vaccine confidence and educate about the vaccine.
Alright, well, my name is Chris. I'm one of the youth leaders, a part of the Perception team, and to be completely honest with you, I am very grateful to be a part of this team. I'm going to be using dance, rap, as well as written and spoken word to try to lift up as many youth as possible.
We are absolutely honored to have Dr. Davis with us from the City Department of Health. We're going to have a Q&A with her a little later, so please get your questions ready. If you have anything that you would like to ask the doctor directly, we'll ensure that she gets those questions. Now, if you'd like to be live in our Zoom room with Dr. Davis, please visit storystitches.org where you can register. We're really excited to introduce our brand new song, Worthy, which was completely produced in-house. Everything was written by us, and this song, we hope, embodies the entire theme of Perception Isn't Always Reality.
Yeah, I got a friend, he's spiraling down, wondering how I can break him out. Pick up a pen, pick up a pad, write everything I can think about. Judging his past, they judging him bad. Don't let it break him, but even out, even through smiles, even through laughs, I see the things he don't speak about. It's what they all say, that's what they all say. His potential long as hallways, he bright as broad day. He the strongest that I've ever known, so I know he'll rise. And his talent in every word he wrote, but towing lines are becoming just a statistic. Pain in this life is given. Pain is watching you become exactly what they predicted. Pain is watching you let your pride sabotage your position. When opportunity don't knock on doors of the hoods we live in. Hurt to see them winning when they ain't nearly as gifted. Thinking the game is equal then losing cause of your pigment. Traumatized with no trauma units to help you heal it. Pain is love, persevering. Perception isn't.
I'm putting off these foggy lenses, leaning on the gifts of my senses. Hey, yeah. Knowing the true power's within me, determined so I fight to the finish. Hey, yeah. I'ma dream big, yeah. I'ma go far, never let a single doubt piece of my thoughts. Cause I'm worthy, so worthy.
I know this song gon' come, so I gotta stay patient. But when I look into their eyes, all then I'm seeing is hatred. I know the love ain't gonna say why they think I'ma take it. Feel like I'm trapped up in my thoughts and now my mind is stay racing. I gave my heart to some people, I didn't think they would break it. I put my trust in some people, I didn't think they would snake me. And when they told me that they love me, never knew they would fake it. Now I feel my soul is gone, so call me a demon. Whole time they told me lies and I couldn't believe it. I can't even hang with friends cause they cause he fiending. Always told me you was solid but now you leaning. I know I wanna catch your mind and feel like you dreaming. Know my boss out is the sun, so call me a phoenix. Put some ice up on my neck, you can see it gleaming. Hey, you can see it gleaming, yeah.
I'm putting off these foggy lenses, leaning on the gifts of my senses. Hey, yeah. Knowing the true power's within me, determined so I fight to the finish. Hey, yeah. I'ma dream big, yeah. I'ma go far, never let a single doubt piece of my thoughts. Cause I'm worthy, so worthy. Cause I'm worthy, so worthy.
Wonderful. We hope you enjoyed that music video. If you do enjoy this song, we invite you to pick it up on all streaming platforms. It was actually just released today. It's a brand new song, and we'd love for you to share it with everybody that you know. Now we're going to introduce one of our absolute all-time favorite mentors, the masterful storyteller, Bobby Norfolk.
What is real versus a dream? Follow me down the rabbit hole to see exactly what I mean. Perception defined, the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the five senses. Intuitive understanding and insight is at the core of this fight. Reality defined, the opposite of all things imaginary, the opposite of all things non-existent, and that's not it. How things actually are before our preconceived notions, and all these things have a chance to corrupt it. Tom Cruise said, "I want the truth." Jack Nicholson said, "You can't handle the truth." Let me take a deeper dive and I will provide more proof. Perception versus reality. The truth is actually very stern. Put your hand over fire, expect to get burned. Some of this stuff coming out on social media contradicts all that we have ever learned. There's a truth that you think is the truth. There's a truth that is considered to be the truth by other folks. And here you thought you were woke. Not too long ago, a White House press secretary said, "We are dealing with alternative facts." Many scientists warn about burning fossil fuels. Stop digging all those wells. Now major oil companies have put the planet in a state of holy hell. COVID-19 vaccine killing people, putting microchips in your arm. Instead of doing help to humanity, we are doing more harm. Vaccines have cured measles, mumps, smallpox, polio, hepatitis A and B, yellow fever, rabies, tuberculosis, and you can bet there have been no three-headed babies and devil horns coming out of people yet. No school like old school. Most commercials today borrow and sample from the 60s and 70s music because the PR are no fools, no whistles and bells. They just know what sells. Information, facts, arguments, rumors, half-truths, or lies to influence public opinion, all dressed up in disguise. If you saturate lies 24/7 on social media, newspapers, radios, and TVs, spread those lies across the 7 seas. Some think artificial intelligence and 5G technology will do the trick, while others think that it's the mark of the beast, 666. 5G had to be launched to give us a broader band. Who cares that the technology wouldn't let airplanes land? 270 doctors, scientists, healthcare workers, and professors sent an open letter to Spotify about misinformation, misleading comments to raise the alarm about talk on the Joe Rogan podcast platform. Americans get all upset about wearing a mask, while in China, people get padlocked inside their homes without being asked. Yes, they are under forced house arrest. But since March 2020, in the land of the free, we still suffer under this emotional stress. In Israel, they don't play. They track you on your smartphones and drones whenever you go out, night or day. Climate change reached a tipping point, and you need more proof. Al Gore told us in 2006 in his movie, An Inconvenient Truth. Perception isn't always reality. Perception isn't always reality. Public relations define the conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in a democratic society. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government which is the true ruling power of our country. What corporations needed to realize, they had to transform the way the majority of Americans thought about products. But watch out for the money vulture. They must shift from the needs to a desires culture. People must be trained to desire to want more things. Let's try that. See how much money it brings. We must shape a new mentality that man's desires must overshadow his needs. Let's squeeze that turnip until it bleeds. No, I didn't pull this out of the void. This concept was created in 1928 by Edward Bernays, whose uncle was the eminent psychologist Sigmund Freud. And here all this time you thought you were free. Now, what is a terrorist? Anytime somebody pulls a gun on you, that's an act of terror. And we will never have peace if we keep thinking terrorists only come from the Middle East. At election time, people cry out, they're doing us wrong. But Dr. King said in 1965, how long? Not long. Be conscious of what you consume topically, because speaking philosophically, if you're looking for an answer, who would have thought that baby powder would cause ovarian cancer? Who's the real president? You might cry, all being overshadowed by the big lie. You can best bet the moon is not a hologram and the earth is not flat just because you saw it on the internet. How do we control all these negative concepts? We start with the 5 precepts. Proper nutrition. The body can tell when you eat well. Exercise. Whether you are overweight or skin and bone, the body temple is just looking for some muscle tone. The brain cells love this. Breathe slow. Breathe deep. Find that cycle that works for you. Let others do what they have to do. Mental attitude will take us to a higher altitude. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. People don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. Maintain your immune system using all your talents with the correct acid-alkaline balance. I'm just a messenger. Don't give me all the glory. No one wants to hear the naked truth, but they will listen when it's clothed in story.
Thank you so much for that, Bobby. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed it. And now to bring up another storyteller, a great storyteller in her own right, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel.
And I am a poet on Perception Isn't Reality. And basically my poetry is about how we should do our own research and how Tuskegee is still affecting our views on the vaccine today that we have. So being on this project means to me that I can have my voice out into the community as a young adult who had to get the vaccine in order to get my education. So yeah, tune in.
Our perception lead us to different directions called lessons or blessings. Depending on your perspective, the Reverend may talk about heaven while you may question the presence of reality. Is it all real you see, or is it just a fantasy? My perception on the world differs from time to time, so I must ask, if you can see the world from my eyes, would you take the chance to see the beauty in the beast? But perception tells us that these are two separate entities. Reality forces us to accept these choices that were handed to us, good or bad, because without one, you can never have the other. Our fears lies in Tuskegee. When brown folk like me were denied a vaccine that cured a disease that wasn't spread by folk like me, see. They came into our communities and took our men that were in poverty, unethical practices. Men died and they laughed at this. They promised to help and provide medical assistance if it all got out of hand, but man, weren't they deceptive, manipulating our perception, giving us false realities? Believe me, when I heard about COVID-19 and this vaccine, I thought about Tuskegee, but my perception isn't their reality. So I began to do my own research on my fear. Multiple news sources shouted statistics in my ear. I hear from my peers that they're starting not to care. Our fears have become our reality. We're watching our future crumble in our hand. We want to protect our families, but we don't know if we can. We just want the truth. We just want the world to understand what we go through. We still fear Tuskegee. We still ask them, what will you do to me? But maybe it's not all bad. See, we got to pay attention to the small details in the bigger picture. The small details lies within ourselves, overcoming our fear for the bigger picture. Like when I got the vaccine, I hope that my family will follow right behind me. Do your own research. So much death in the world that it's starting not to hurt. I'm starting to become numb to the pain. It's hard to explain how I feel about this fear. Tuskegee still flows through my veins, and I wish I knew the names of the men whose reality has been altered. But we shall overcome, and we shall not falter. I'm here for you. I understand the thoughts that fluster you. I know that how we perceive the world isn't duality, but how we perceive the world makes up our reality.
Beautiful job as always, Rachel. Now we're actually going to perform Worthy live for you. We hope that you enjoy, and we hope that you'll join us in the Zoom room with Dr. Davis immediately following.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got a friend, he's spiraling down, wondering how I could bring him out. Pick up a pen, pick up a pad, write everything I can think about. Judging his past, they judging him bad. Don't let it break him, but even now, even through smiles, even through laughs, I see the things they don't think about. What they all say, that's what they all say. His potential long his hallways, he bright as broad day. He the strongest that I ever known, so I know he'll rise. And his talent in every word he wrote, but towing lines of becoming just a statistic. Pain in this life is given. Pain is watching you become exactly what they predicted. Pain is watching you let your pride sabotage your position. When opportunity don't knock on doors of the hoods we live in. Hurt to see him winning when they ain't nearly as gifted. Thinking the game is equal, then losing cause of your pigment. Traumatized with no trauma units to help you heal it. Pain is love, persevering. Perception isn't.
I'm cleaning out these foggy lenses, leaning on the gifts of my senses. Yeah. Knowing that your power's within me, determined so I fight to the finish. Yeah. I'ma dream big, yeah, I'ma go far. Never let a single doubt into my thoughts. Cause I'm worthy.
That's right.
Hey.
So worthy.
I know the time gon' come, so I gotta stay patient. But when I look into their eyes, I think I'm seeing it. I know the love ain't real, so why do you think I'ma take it? Feel like I'm trapped up in my thoughts, and now my mind is stay racing. Gave my heart to some people I didn't think they would break it. I put my trust in some people I didn't think they would stay. And when they told me that they loved me, never knew they would fake it. Now I feel my soul is gone, so call me a demon. Whole time they told me lies and I couldn't believe it. I can't dig with head with friends cause they constantly feeding. Always told me you was solid, but now you leaning. I know I run across your mind and feel like you dreaming. No, my boss side is the sun, so call me a phoenix. Put some ice up on my neck, you can see it gleaming. Hey, and you can see it gleaming, yeah.
I'm cleaning out these foggy lenses, leaning on the gifts of my senses, yeah. Knowing that your power's within me, determined so I fight to the finish, yeah. I'ma dream big, yeah, I'ma go far. Never let a single doubt into my thoughts, cause I'm worthy.
That's right, you are
so worthy. I'm worthy. So worthy. Yeah.
Word.
So worthy.
So worthy.
I got here at the end. I forgot. Yeah.
Now, if you'd like to be live in our Zoom room with Dr. Davis, please visit storiestitches.org where you can register.